Okay, so once you got your clip into Vegas, which is this one, it's only about half a second long. It's just the throwing of a grenade. You're gonna render it out, save it as hello or hell or something. I don't really give a shit. Okay, render that quickly, and now come over to After Effects. So first you need to go to Composition, New Composition, and you want 1280 by 720 or whatever you recorded in basically. And now you want 60 frames per second. It needs to be 60 frames per second or it's going to lag. You won't get the super smooth effect that you get with 60 frames per second if you don't use it. So okay that. File, import your clip. So hell, there it is. Put it over the composition. Make sure you get it square. That'll do, I can't be able to do it perfect. And now you need to right click on it. Right click on your imported thing, go to frame blending and change it to pixel motion. So that's the first thing you need to do. And now once you've selected that, you need to right click again, go to time and time stretch. This is how you make it slow motion, and I would recommend about 750, 800 around that mark, but it's up to you really, however slow you want to make it. The more percentage you do, the slower it'll go, so stick that in. Now you need to go to motion blur, which is that one, and this one as well you need to select as well. So you've got your motion blur and your frame blending. You need to select those two there, and then you also need to select them in your clip as well. So frame blending and motion blur, and that's pretty much the basic slow motion done. It's pretty simple. And I would say this is like Joehands0me effect. You get the liquidy kind of movement of the pixels and that, and it's really like smooth. So now all you need to do is render. So make sure you've got your project composition selected, and then go to composition, add to render queue, and output. I'd just stick it on the desktop somewhere. So just call it, I don't know, YouTube, and click save, and then just render it out. And it will be about 4 GB long, and it'll probably take you about 10-15 minutes to render, probably more unless you've got a fast computer. So you don't really want to have a 4 GB file for a half a second clip, so you want to import it into Sony Vegas and just render it back out the same settings as you would any other clip, and that should bring it back down to about 20 megabytes. It's just because you've got so many frames per second to render in After Effects that it's so big. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon.